Welcome to the Skokie Board of Fire and Police Commissioners. This
Hold tight, Chair Evans. It's still working now.
Welcome to the Skokie Board of Fire and Police Commissioners.
Hold tight. Oh. One second, that's the money.
You're gonna have to delete that part.
Take three.
Okay, no. We are live.
Thank you. Welcome to the April 19th meeting of the Skokie Board of Fire and Police Commissioners. Deborah, could you call the roll?
Yes, sir. Chair Willard Evans,
Present.
Vice Chair Burl Rabinowitz,
Here.
Commissioner Helene Levine,
Present.
Commissioner Nicole Pottas,
Here.
Commissioner Bruce Rotner.
Present, ma'am.
All are in attendance.
Thank you. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting is being held virtually. The meeting can be viewed on the village's YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/user/the Village of Skokie. Members of the public who wish to comment as to an item on the published agenda must submit their statement or questions in writing to Deborah Spenson at deborah.spenson@skokie.org. All properly submitted statements or questions will be presented and read during the relevant portion of the meeting. Written comments may also be submitted by email to citizenscomments@skokie.org, by mail to the Village of Skokie, attention Deborah Spenson, 5127 Oakland Street, Skokie, Illinois, 60077, or via the Village's Dropbox located near the public entry to Village Hall. First item on the agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes of the March 15th, 2021 regular session of the meeting. Are there any changes or correction to the minutes? Hearing none. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. The minutes are approved. We have three old business items. The first is the police lateral entry process status by Chief Baker, and then the next two are both from our fire chief, fire lieutenant promotional process, and then to finalize the date for the fire lieutenant oral interviews. So when Chief Baker is done, we can flow right to our fire chief. Chief Baker.
The lateral entry process closed on April 1st. We received our results from the vendor that the personnel department uses. Out of all the applications that were submitted, in the end, there were 14 that were deemed to have met the guidelines. So those have been forwarded to us. We will now begin the process of scheduling those individuals for the pre-screening interview done here at the police department, and then we'll forward the results on to you. So we have 14 interviews to do. Being the first time that we've done this, I hope to get them done, scheduled and done in a relatively short period of time. And hopefully we can get that done and get the results to you by your next meeting.
How many were originally submitted?
Well, I believe it was 21.
Actually, there were 24 originally.
Okay.
24 that were invited, that originally applied, and 14 were deemed eligible.
Okay.
How many openings?
Well, currently we have 8 openings, but there's 6 positions that are frozen in the next year's budget, which comes May 1st. So there's 2 openings.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Chief Hochfeld.
Good evening, Commissioners. So we are well underway with Fire Lieutenant promotional process. Thanks a lot to Deborah and Ed for keeping this moving with our use of the company or vendor that we're using for the process. The assessment center is scheduled for the week of June 7th. And we're looking to have the oral interviews the week of June 21st. Hopefully that works with your schedules. We do have 27 applicants, so that's quite a few to interview. So I don't know if you would need three days or 3 evenings, what your thoughts are for that.
You said the week of June 21st?
Yes,
That is a big problem for me. I will be in Hawaii.
whoa.
Maybe I can do it from there. I don't know, but
I don't think you'd want to spend that much time on a Zoom in
well,
Hawaii.
it is 5 hours early, so it'd be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something. So unfortunately, it's already booked and paid for, so I don't have much of a choice, and there's 11 of us going, so. Sorry that presents a problem. Or maybe it doesn't, if you can do it with 4, I don't know. Have to kick that around.
When do we have to, what's the time period?
It is a very tight time frame. If we can hold to it, and if we can't, we can't. We would have to push back the written exam. The written exam is scheduled for June 29th.
Mm.
And it
And
has to be,
how soon can we do it? I mean, what's the earliest?
let me think here.
I'm struggling that week too to try to find, I have a board meeting on the 24th that can't change. And it really, that week is really difficult. I can make it happen, but it would be very difficult. Well, and we can't do it if all of us aren't here. That's where we have to start. So that week's not gonna work, so.
What about the second week of June? Would that work?
The 7th, the week of the 7th?
The second week. No, the week after that.
the 14th through the 18th.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
do we have
that-
something, were we going to do some interviews on the 15th for police? Possible schedule, I have a note to myself here.
No,
I
No?
don't have that.
we're doing them tonight. We won't have-
15th, no.
The
No?
only interviews,
I'm not available the 15th.
No.
So,
Could we possibly do it anytime the week of the 7th? June?
I will
The,
be out of
assess-
town. I'll be out of town that week.
Oh, you're out of June.
I'm out of town that week.
the assessment center is the week of June 7th. So
well, that's weeks out, so now we're
No.
the following week.
Could we do it across multiple weeks? I don't know. I mean, I know the week of the 21st is out, right? Because Pearl will be in Hawaii, but like, would we be able to pick up like a night the week of the 7th, the week of the 14th, or something like that? And just, I know we usually do it 2 or 3 in a row, but
It's up to them.
I believe we can do that if that will work for the team.
How
Absolutely.
about the 16th, 17th,
Yeah.
18th,
The 15th would work.
the 16th,
Me.
17th and 18th?
Well, I don't know yet, because my original booking was for the 19th, but it may be changed
Hmm.
to the 17th or 18th, and I won't know for 2 more days.
So, let's circle
I'm
back,
sorry.
get your schedule to Deborah for the month of June.
Okay.
And if we have to push back the written test, we're going to push it back.
Well, can I just ask, are we required by village ordinance to have all 5 commissioners on these interviews?
No, but I would say that's what we should try to do. I mean, I'm good with, unless it's a burning issue,
I think
we're a commission, you're going to go do it if all possible, all together, and we'll see if we can make it work first.
Okay,
So you're scheduled for, June, and we'll see, just black out the days that don't work for you. And if there's possible, like, so does all of this have to be in the evening? I mean, so I would say just block your schedule, what works for you. Like I have days I can be free during the day. And, I think send that in to Deborah and then we'll look at it in a couple of days.
Yes, we can
We'll
schedule
be-
day or evening, whatever works best.
Yeah.
For the group.
Should we not include the week of the 7th?
Well, the week of the 7th and the 22nd are out.
Okay, I just to know what's available. I mean, to choose
Right.
from.
It's possible the latter part of that week would work, but there's a certain order that the process has to occur in. And so we have to make sure that it doesn't conflict with that as well.
Okay, so maybe give us the constraints. So the written test is probably going to have to move. If it's the 22nd, that just puts too much pressure on us. So I know we're trying to do this, but at the same time, we're all volunteering our time. It's got
No, understood.
some flexibility in making it work, for us. And, we're going to schedule it for all of us to attend.
And the other point is that for interviewing 27 of them, doing 9 a day for 3 days is going to make a long night. So we just have to consider that. We've done it before.
Yeah.
But, we'll have to do it. That's all.
Oh my God.
For a long day, whatever we do.
Is the weekends an option? Again, Steve, what's
I'd
the
say every day is
constraint?
an option.
What's that?
I'd say any day is an option. Yes.
So the chief, you can start with what's the constraints? And then for the week of the 14th and the 28th, and really it's only, that week is only the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
So Deborah can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe as long as it's after, it could be June 10th, because the assessment center is going to be June 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
So it could be June 10, 11, 12, all the way through until the written exam.
When's the written exam?
The written exam is currently June 29th. So between June 10th and June 29th.
Well, it gives us we only have
Well, the week of the 21st, I'm going. So
maybe, and then the week of the 7th isn't available. We only have the 3 days, the 17th, the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Yeah, unless the 10th or 11th work, or 11, 12, unless 10,
No.
11, or 12 work for you.
Bruce is gone.
no, I am going that first week. I'm going the 4th through the 13th. I'll be gone.
so that whole week is the 7th. So
Right, I was saying the only 3 days in June that's available, the test has got to move, is 16th, 17th, and 18th. I'm not available on the 15th.
what's the 14th?
My mother's birthday, and I'm going to be in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I could take it then, I can work my schedule around, but, haven't seen my mother in 18 months. I'm going to Atlanta. So I've been waiting to book because of this, and I probably can do the interviews like while I'm there, but I need to know so I can book my flight. Right. So right now, it looks like the 16th, 17th, and 18th. The 15th is hard. I mean, it's just, I have a meeting all day that day.
Can we
okay.
rule out, can we rule out people who are away that they would or would not take it on a Zoom? It's going to be a Zoom meeting. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be here to have the meetings, we know.
I probably could try to do that. I just don't know what my schedule's gonna be when I'm out there. Because I'm going with 11 people and,
Oh,
you know,
Yeah,
I
that
not
last
myself.
week,
I mean,
if
different.
people are out of town, they're out of town.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want you to make that sacrifice.
no, I'm
well, I
sorry.
would do it if I was by
Not-
myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it from Florida. That's not a problem, but this
Right.
is a different situation.
I think we just, if everybody's of it is 16th, 17th, and 18th, and then see what time you have, how much of your day can you do? Or we're gonna have to look, the 29th, move the test, and in that week of the 29th, the 28th of June.
Okay.
Maybe we could
I
have
don't
two
know that
sessions
we
in a
can
day.
I don't know that we can actually move the test, commissioners, because it's date driven. And the 29th is the date to administer the exam based upon the start of the process.
No, I think we can move it later. We can't move it earlier, Deborah.
Can we? Okay.
Yeah, we can move it later. Obviously, we'd have to coordinate with the vendor though. So it would be preferred not to, but if we have to, I appreciate your flexibility. It's not ideal to try and schedule these in the summertime, I realize.
What if we had two sessions during a particular day, like one late morning to early afternoon and another one late afternoon to whatever? And split,
Yeah.
do
I
that.
think it's on the poll,
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm raising the question. I don't know what everybody's schedule is, so.
yeah, so I can accommodate evenings during the week, but I can't do during the day.
Okay,
I can do Friday. I can block out Friday afternoons though. So like when I look at the 15th, 17th and 18th, like I could do 15th evening, 17th evening, and then like 18th, like anytime, like probably starting around like 1.
all right.
I can't do Friday nights.
Oh my God.
Well, why don't you
Yeah.
send to me what you can do?
Yeah, let's put
All
this,
right,
to-
yeah.
Availability for the month of June, period.
Sure.
Just send it to me, and then I will figure out how we can make it work based
Okay.
upon what your availability.
Thank
I
you.
hope you're good at puzzles, Deborah.
You know,
Have a good one here.
Deborah, you ever done a doodle? You ever use that?
Ever use what?
No,
Doodle.
Doodle. Yeah, it's great.
Doodle.
Oh, doodle.
Don't
No.
just say no. Just-
No.
No.
No, you go and you can send, we can talk later. You can send it, everybody can put their schedule in and it'll
Right.
figure out where it is.
It's very easy. Yeah.
Very easy to do. Very simple. Just there,
Yeah.
people put in the times they're available and then it'll tell you when you have everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna probably be the last week of June. I'm just saying,
Okay.
that's what it'll, if it's not the 16th, 17th, or 18th, because just verbally, those are the only days in June that we are all available, I think. And if it's not gonna work those 3 days, then we're talking the 29th, because I'm not available the 28th, is the 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd. Like that's,
As far as the 16th, 17th, 18th, during the day, I can't be there because I take care of my grandchild. So I know
at
that.
night.
So
mean, in
but
the
I will give
evening.
that information to Deborah.
Right, yeah. I think we're the last week in June myself. But anyway, let's keep going with our meeting.
Okay.
That's it. And now we have new business, the swearing in ceremony. Burl, I think you got that covered on the 8th.
Yes,
Mhm.
the 8th in the afternoon.
Right.
Okay.
Any other business for our open session? Any other business?
Nope.
No, sir.
So we are adjourned. And we'll see you over in executive session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.